Way to a high near 80 degrees. That is 10 degrees above average. A subtle change in the forecast today will be a warm south breeze. You'll notice that picking up through the afternoon and then even into this evening and tonight too, with the pressure gradient tightening, gusting close to 20 miles per hour at times. No rain today. I think we're rain free tomorrow. Some showers start to creep in by Tuesday night and then through the middle of next week. I think we could be wet on occasion. Now we're not expecting widespread soaking rain, but we do at least have a chance in the forecast. The forecast through next weekend remains a little uncertain at this point as we watch a tropical system begin to piece together in the Caribbean. It is still hurricane season, runs through the end of November, and I think that we'll see something develop here over the next couple of days. 48 hours we could have a tropical depression. Right now we're watching this area of showers and storms down in the Caribbean, and then you see the second area marked north of the Dominican Republic. This system will likely engulf this one and they become one, and then it will move northeast, probably track over Cuba, and then eventually move into the Gulf. We're pretty certain that it moves into the Gulf. We have a high pressure system off to our east that's going to help steer this, and so it'll likely move northward. Once it gets into the Gulf, that's where we're just kind of unsure at this point exactly where it goes. I think it's likely that it will continue to move to the west as this high steers it that way, but it could definitely bring some moisture up into Alabama and increase the cloud cover and even bring us some rain through the latter part of next week. So just something that we're watching. Of course, we will give you better details as we get closer in time. I'll take you to Tuesday. Of course, everybody heading to the polls likely. We've got a good forecast for Tuesday. We're not expecting any widespread rain or anything to really hinder you getting out. It will be muggy in the morning and then a mix of sun and clouds through the afternoon. There could be a spotty shower around, but I think if we see any rain, it likely comes into Tuesday evening. And then some showers through Wednesday and Thursday, but remaining very warm around here for November. You know, maybe we should just plead the fifth. I'm not a picky eater, Magdala, are you?
I am not either, but
No.
I was watching that and I still didn't convince me that I would want to eat fungus.
That'll make your stomach hurt in the morning.
I can't stop laughing. I just can't.
We'll get to the forecast.
Okay.
Me and Magdala won't be eating anytime
We
soon.
will not be eating that.
Yeah, so some subtle changes coming. You'll notice that it's a bit breezy today with the southeast wind picking up as the pressure gradient tightens. Looking for some rain next week. Through the middle of the week, there are some showers possible. And the forecast toward the latter part of the week is highly dependent on what happens in the tropics. It is November 3rd and hurricane season runs through the end of the month. And so we actually are watching a system down in the Caribbean. We'll talk about that coming up. Dry today and tomorrow. On Tuesday, we do look for at least a chance of rain. Spotty showers at best. I think we're mainly dry during the day. The better chance of rain would come overnight and into Wednesday and Thursday. And then some tropical moisture may be spread this way toward the end of the week, depending on the track of the system that we're talking about. It's a tropical wave at this point in Invest 97L. The hurricane hunters are actually expected to visit it later today, but it's down in the Caribbean. We've got a broad area of low pressure and some thunderstorms. It's going to track northward for sure and likely pass over Cuba by the middle of the week. This is it here, and still kind of messy, not so organized, but it could become a depression over the next 48 hours. What I want you to notice is this feature, which is a high pressure system. The clockwise flow will steer this westward once it gets into the Gulf of Mexico, likely west, northwest. It's still too early to have an exact track, but if it's a weaker system, it will likely just track over the Gulf of Mexico. And you see that it can likely bring some rain to the Big Bend and even bring some rain into Alabama by the latter part of next week. We just aren't sure about the track nor the intensity. Now, I know there's a little bit of storm anxiety considering all that we've had through this season, but this storm does not look to be a major storm or anything like that. Still bring some impacts, of course, but just something that we're watching, and we will keep you updated, of course, as we go forward in time. I do want to give you a quick glance at the forecast for Tuesday as we head to the polls. It'll be muggy in the morning, 65, partly cloudy through the afternoon. I told you it's mainly dry. We're not worried about a lot of rain on Tuesday, just a few spotty showers at best. You're watching WVTM 13.